Okay, back into it. So apparently whatever flickering I'm dealing with isn't showing up in the recording because it's only recording the game window and whatever's going on is only affecting my computer screen. So that's good. So replace one problem with, for some reason, my voice not sounding as good as it should. Great. Gotta love it. Incidentally, you have to level up. So let's see, what do you get? Extra better saving throws, extra hit points. Okay, cool. Nothing too interesting there. Now, I really need to find a place to rest. I really need a cleric, more to the point. And I need to check something now that I think of it, because I'm pretty sure there's something that I'm pretty sure Bandicam is messing something up, so I want to check something real quick. Alright, it looks like the problem that was actually happening. Apparently, Bandicam is a setting that allows you to pause recording temporarily, or at least cut out any point where the screen isn't being updated. So, apparently it was doing that for some of the loading screens, which made it harder to sync stuff up. So, hooray. Moving on.
Alright.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was would have been dumped out from the mortuary if I had come through here. So, let's find out. Well, at least I'm healing faster for some reason. I'll take that. This sarcophagus appears to have been here for centuries. There is no lid. The exterior seems to be made of solid stone. Pen's a note. What's this? This note has been written with remarkable penmanship upon the finest parchment. Vaxis, if you are reading this, then you have undoubtedly failed in your task and have been forced to use the escape route I arranged. I told you that your little disguise idea was ridiculous. In any case, you'll need to lay low for a while. The dustmen may be deluded, but they are not fools, and they will certainly seek retribution for our intrusion. I've left you some coins. Use them to secure a hiding place in the Hive, preferably in the Ragpicker's Square. The dustmen will be unwilling to look for you there. Once you have secured a new hiding place, I have a new mission for you. Find out where Farod is getting those bodies he's delivering to the mortuary. It's apparently causing the dustmen a great deal of upset, and I wouldn't mind knowing myself. Reports are that stone-faced dustman at the Gathering Dust Bar. Reports are that stone-faced dustman at the Gathering Dust Bar, Initiate Emmerich, I think the fool's name is, has been sending out finders to try and mark Farod's movements. See if you can find out how far along he is and hinder his efforts until we know more about Farod's activities. I don't want Emmerich finding out something before we do. So, it seems like that zombie was... I wonder what that mission was. I almost wish I had lied to find out, but... So this would have been where I would have come out. Can I rest here? Oh, that's not rest. Alright, fully rested and ready to go. And it is now night. Excellent. This is gonna go over well.
Done.
Let's go into a dark alley, right? That sounds like it'll go just fine. Now, since that we've gotten everything sorted out, okay. What's this? Okay, there are a bunch of dustmen. Okay, are they meditating? The man before you looks to be middle of height in years. He is stout with a thick, bullish neck, and his shoulders are hunched as if a great weight was pressing upon them. He wears an impatient look as he stares at the black monolith in front of him. The man throws you a glance. There's room, Cutter. No need to ask my leave to stand here. Actually, I wanted to know what this monolith was. It's a tombstone for the plains. He scoffs. Graveyards of names are scratched on that rock. Can only hope my name's the one that'll split this stone in twain. He points at the base of the monolith. Quentin, right there. Hammered in just hard enough to send the damn thing crashing down. Tombstone for the plains? Aye. Quentin smiles ruefully. The Dusties scratch the names of the dead on this monument here. He gestures around him. And on the walls of this place. Not enough space by my reckoning. But no matter. They do their best. Can barely read half the names. What are you doing here? Reading the new arrivals. Try and find a new one every day. Try and remember if I know them. Nothing more. The dustmen record the names of all that have died on this monument? Aye, they scratch them on this rock, and scratch them on the walls. I don't know why they take the trouble to take accounting of the dead. The Dusties have more care for the living. The living? Aye, you know about the dustmen mourners that come to this place. They aren't mourning the dead, see? They're mourning the living. You can barely get a word in them edgewise without 'em asking to mourn some poor living bird for you. Why do they mourn the living? You got me there, Cutter. Might want to put the question to them. Seems to me the dead are thrice worth the pity of any poor sod living in this pit. He nods at the monument. Every name on there is blessed in my book, it is. Ever know anybody who came back after the name was put there? You mean coming back from the dead? Not a one, Cutter. Everything that lives dies, and that's the way of things. Still, considering the planes go on forever and all, I suppose anything's possible. I suppose so. Say, I had some other questions for you. No harm in asking, Cutter. Alright, it looks like I've gotten everything I can. Is there anyone else I can talk to here? Sevtai, I presume is that name. This woman's face looks broken, and she is covered in scars. They look like bite marks and fingernail cuts. She is cradling the shreds of several rags in her hands, and is staring emptily at the walls of the monument, at the names there. Get you back! The woman's teeth pile back, displaying a row of black canines. What you want of Sevtai? What's the matter? What, wrong? Those Karos, Chaos Men, wrecked my cart, attacked me, and killed 3 of my sisters who tried to stop them. Not sisters anymore. Now there's nothing but names on this memorial wall. Chaos Men. Chaos Men, a faction they say. What they are is an addle bunch that runs wild through the Hive and does whatever they please. We never did no harm to them. Then they lope in like dogs and tear apart anything within their reach. Who are these Chaos Men who attacked you? They're a Hiver gang, a bunch of addled sods that call themselves the starved dogs barking or some barmy nonsense. I don't know. How do I want to... Their actions were unjust. If you wish, I can see that the matter is rectified. If 3 deaths they caused, then 3 deaths shall these starved dogs suffer. A copper earring in your purse if you pen 3 of those murdering songs in the dead book, Jig. I'll see to it that they're put in the dead book. Can you tell me where they might be found? Go out the south gate, spireward from here. Then walk around the block until you come to a place where men run in circles, howling at the sig sky. There's the starved dogs they are. I'll go look for them there.
Updated my journal.
Death of names? Who are you? You see a dustman with a crooked smile frozen on his face. Despite the smile, his eyes are as dull as stones. His right arm is shorter than the left, and he keeps it tucked to his side, as if cradling a small child. The dustman's eyes slide over you. Name. The way he speaks the word, it sounds like the tolling of a bell. I don't know. No name. No name. Can't help you. The dustman speaks in a curious sing-song voice. Need to give a name if you want to see where it's died. What?
Updated my journal.
Given a name where you're born, give it back when you need it no more. Death of names, death of names. His eyes swim across the monolith, then the walls of the area. Buried many names here, Death of Names has. Tell me a name, I'll show its grave. Dayanara. His eyes roll to the back of his head, then pop back. With a wild gleam, his eyes run across the wall of the monument, scanning the names at inhuman speed. He then points at a section of the wall. Buried. Examine the spot he is pointing at. Chiseled into the black stone, in tiny, cramped writing, is the name you requested. It is almost lost between the sea of names around it. He shakes his head. Not dead yet, that name is. Not buried here. Not time, not time. Adon? He strikes his hip. Okay, same thing. Can you bury a name for me? He nods, then unfolds his small hand from where it is cradled on the side. It looks atrophied. It is the small eyes of a child's hand. Costs Jink to bury a name. 3 coppers, 3. Let's not worry about that.
This is probably the worst place we can be in Sigil at the worst time.
Done.
Yeah, probably right. Let's go see what else there is to investigate. Okay, more Hive thugs. Is there anything else to really worry about then? Well, let's go see if there's anything around the mortuary. Once we've scouted that out, I think it might be a good idea to move on.
Done.
Huh. I recognize that chirping sound effect from Baldur's Gate. Well, this is the Infinity Engine. I suppose it would make sense if they do reuse some things. And why not reuse some things? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? It would appear I found the end of all this. So. Shalandra's kit. Oh, that's something I can go into. Okay, let's take a look. If I can get over there and... Let's see, how fast does it take first round? Fast enough. Wait, you've got a name. This could be interesting. This cowled figure is hunched by the mortuary gate. His face is obscured by the shadows of his hood. What little you can see is his chin, which is covered with stubble and what appears to be a foul green and purple rash. The rash seems heaviest around his neck, fading as it crawls up to his chin. The figure doesn't budge. There is a moment of silence. Then he responds in a high-pitched voice that sounds more suited to a girl of 10 years than a man. Hi? Who are you? Pox am I. Hi. Pox? Mother and father named me. Wished a pox on firstborn. A curse given. Came true, it did. Hi. Again, your eyes are drawn to the purplish-green rash covering Pox's chin and neck. What are you doing? Wait for debtors, do I? Hi. Debtors? Corpses? Why? Find a debtor, take him through the gate, get some jink, then again I wait. Hi. Is the front gate the only way inside the mortuary? Hi. Only debtor or dustmen go in gate they do. You want Pox make you debtor again? Again? Hi. Many time you ask. Pox always do. How many times exactly? Many times. Hi. So, we've met before? Hi. What do you know about me? You're a debtor who don't stay debtor for long, hi? Deal square with Pox you do. Do you know anything else about me? You don't know anything else? Do you know anything else beside that? Alright. Do you know someone named Farod? Hi, Farod. Collector. Big. Name has weight. Cast long shadows it does. Hi. Do you know where I might find him? Hi. In the Hive here he is. Somewheres. Hi. Can you be more specific? Hi. Somewheres in the Hive he is. Farod Hive he does. Very hard finding he is. Not worth finding he is. Not worth finding? What do you mean? Hi. Many hates him. Other collectors even. Sharegrave hates him. Sharegrave hates him. Not like Farod at all. Hi. Sharegrave? Hi, Sherrod big name, carry weight, cast long shadow he does, tell Pox what to do he does. What's your boss, this Sharegrave, know where Farod is?
Updated my
Hi,
journal.
Sharegrave knows Arcs he does, knows Farod a hiding he does. Sharegrave in Ragpicker Square, many blocks west of here, hi. Say Sharegrave that Pox sends you, tell him. Sharegrave becomes Sharecopper with Pox, he will, hi. Ragpicker Square, west of here? Alright, I'll go looking for this Sharegrave there then. Okay, this place is creepy. Well, at least the writing's good. Let's see. All sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff. And it seems like everything just keeps pointing me to Farod, so I guess that's where I need to focus my attention. Now, who is Shalandra? Blast! I almost had it that time. Don't you know it's dangerous to interrupt spellcasters while they were evoking a spell? Luckily for you, I was only practicing. Well, what is it that you want? Alright, I guess. I have a feeling you're going to become important to the plot later on. I'll have to keep an eye on you. Okay, so... let's see. Everything keeps pointing me to... so actually, going based off of... yeah, it's not showing old dialogue. I wish it... oh, here we are. Okay. It seems like everything's pointing me to Ragpicker's Square, so that's probably where I should go next.
I'm gone.
Preferably without going somewhere that everybody will want to murder me. Alright, let's do this. Alright, new stuff. Let's see what we can find.
Alright.
Okay, a bunch of Hive thugs, but that seems to be Flophouse, huh? Well, it seems to be something, but...
Done.
Okay, that's not normal. Then again, what is normal in this game? Your first impression of Mar is that he needs a long bath, preferably away from any creature that has any sense of smell. You can almost see the stench waft from his body and his sinister yellow tendrils. He motions towards you frantically in an effort to get you to come over and talk to him. A look of excitement crosses his face as you approach. Thank you for stopping. My name is Mar, and I've a favor to ask of ye. I'm listening. 'Tis a matter of life and death. I must be delivering this here box, or it be me head for sure. 'Tis me bad luck that I twisted me legs something fierce. So will you help me out by delivering this here box for me? I'll deliver the box. Mar slowly takes out a small box from within the recesses of his ragged clothing. For the briefest of moment, you see a look of regret cross his face. Then it is gone, as he looks at you and hands you the box. A slight shimmer surrounds the box as both you and Mar touch it. A sigh of relief is heard as Mar releases the box into your care. What now? This be needing to be delivered to Quatra. She can usually be found somewhere down to the southeastern section of the Hive. Oh, unless you try to say I didn't warn you. Whatever happens, don't open the box. And don't leave the Hive with the box. Now, be off with you. I'll be back when I deliver the box. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
Did I just get pranked? I better make a backup save. Well, I don't know. Should I make a Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the quick save and make a backup off of that. Be right back. Alright, now I can still keep using the quick save feature. Definitely want to make sure that I still have access to that, regardless of what's gonna happen.
I'm gone.
A collector. What do you want? What are you doing? I'm looking for some damn bodies is what I'm trying to do, but you think the dead powers had packed up their kip and left the plains, the way people are staying healthy and all. There was a sudden gleam in his eyes. We had a pox last month, and it was a glorious time. Damn it was. Bodies stinking to the high heavens, and plenty of jink to be had, too. Why are you looking for the bodies? Why, you haul the blighters to the mortuary. There, you talk to the dusties, ogle a little, and get a few bits of jink. Why do the dustmen buy the bodies? They gather the dead. It's their job. They pay us to cover more area and bring any bodies we find to them. Then they make sure that the blighter's body goes to its proper place and gets cremated. They're all serious about it, their barmy philosophy, but it just means more jink for me. Oh dear. I'm looking for a man named Farron. Look around you, Cutter. I don't make enough jink to go lighten up the dark for nothing. It'll take a bit of coin if you wants to chat. Ask your questions. I can't say I can help, but I might. I'm looking for a man named Farad. He narrows his eyes suddenly. Farad, what about him? You seem suddenly wary. Why? Farad. He spits, sneering contemptuously. Ragpicker's Square is Sharegrave's, me boss's territory, you see. Farad and his dogs came in a whiles back and tries to oust us. We fought him off, we did. So's they're all in hiding somewhere now. We still catch one of his lads now and then round the square. Usually we turn him into a quick spot of jink in the mortuary, the pickin' sods. Tell me about Sharegrave. He's me boss. Casts his shadow over a wide mass of collectors, he does. I'd stay away from him unless you got right good, 'cause to talk to the man, I've never spoken with him personally myself. Do you know where Farad is? I know where the rat bastard isn't. He ain't where most of the collectors call Kip in Ragpicker's Square, but that he's close by somewhere's the chance. Do all collectors share your opinion of Farad? I'm also looking for a journal I've lost. Alright then. Tell me about the collectors. We Make our living by dragging debtors off Sigil's fair streets and hauling their lead-bottomed arses to the mortuary. Not the best way to earn a living, but it's a start. Is that all you wanted to know, Cutter? Well, keep yourself safe, Cutter. If I find you on the streets, I'll be kind to your corpse. I'm so comforted. Okay, why am I suddenly being attacked? Oh, and of course he's running off now that I've done a decent amount of beating to him. The man takes a step back, peering suspiciously at you from beneath his hood. Again, eh? What do you want? Alright, we're... Okay, what are you? Well, I don't know why the Hive thugs attacked me, but... Okay then. Oh yeah, the ornate box. Oh boy. I'm gonna regret delivering that, aren't I? Guess we'll find out soon enough. At least no one else is interested in attacking me.
I'm gone.
At the moment. Where does this take us? Ah, Ragpicker's Square. What's the world map look like? Okay, fair enough. So I might be able to get a bit more information if I go there. Who are you? You see a man who is looking around at the buildings with some confusion. He looks lost and is mumbling to himself. The man looks relieved. At last! I beg your indulgence, good sir. I seem to have gotten turned around in this maze of streets. I'm afraid this area of the city is somewhat... He glances around apprehensively. Unknown to me. The residents seem most unwilling to extend aid to a visitor. He looks at you hopefully. Could I prevail upon you to help me, perchance? Depends on the kind of help you need. I seek the house of my aunt Marguerite. How do you pronounce that? Marguerite? Yeah, that's probably the closest I'm gonna get. She is reported to dwell in a house close to the mortuary, but the street layout seems to have changed since my last visit. Do you know of the house of which I speak? I'm afraid that I have never heard of such a place. The man frowns in disappointment. Ah, I suppose it would have been too much good fortune to hope that you would know of such a place. Well, I thank you for your time, good sir. It is most welcome on these streets. You're about to turn away when you suddenly have a feeling that something is amiss. Suspicious, you glance at the man again, just in time to see him withdrawing his hand from your purse. You can't be sure, but you think he might have taken something from you. You're not fast enough. He yanks his hand back before you can grab it. With a yelp, he bolts, running down the street. Alright then.
I'm gone. Die.
And more people wanting to hurt me, of course. And I'm taking more damage than I would like.
Done. I'm gone.
Come on, Morty, go get him.
Okay.
Done. I'm gone. All right.
Well, that worked out. Yay, running.
I'm hurt.
What else is new? Okay. My bag is full, but actually I can just wear the bronze ring. I'm gonna need to find a place to sell all my junk.
Done.
Well, at least I'll get another clock charm out of this. There's always some good things. Okay. And of course,
I'm gone.
curse my luck, I suppose.
Done.
Get halted by... Oh, there we are. Bronze bracelet instead. Interesting. Alright then.
Done.
That was the thing. Ah, the area's not as large as I thought now that I look at the border, at the boundaries. Let's find a place to rest. Oh dear. Was someone about to attack me? Probably. You see a short, balding man standing in what serves as the foyer to this ramshackled flophouse. His bushy brows are furrowed in concentration as he picks at what appears to be scabs of on his large bulbous nose. The man doesn't bother to look up. Instead, he continues to stare cross-eyed down at his nose. Yeah, what do you want? Could I rest here? Sure you can, Burke, if you got the jink for it. Nobody puts up here for free, except old Nestor over there. That's only 'cause no one's addle covered enough to mess with them. Very well. How much for a bed? It'll cost you 5 coppers. He wipes the dirty hand off on the front of his even dirtier shirt, then thrusts it towards you, palm up. Okay, that looks cool. I will say that much, that looks cool. I have some questions. Well, ain't that nice? He flashes you a sarcastic, yellow-toothed smile. And I'm sure you'll find your answer someday, but I got me a business to run, so if you don't want a bed, then I suggest you pike off. Never mind then. You look interesting. You see the tall figure of a strange creature before you. The lower portion of its body resembles that of a goat. However, just above its powerful forelegs, its shape takes on a more human appearance, with a man's torso, arms, and head, all of which are covered in polished armor. The creature's eyes are closed, and it appears to be sleeping. You see an aging man in soiled and tattered clothes, frantically pacing in the corner. His shock of filthy white hair sticks out in every direction, and his face, encrusted with dirt and streaks of dried blood, is covered with gray stubble. Every few seconds he stops pacing and flails about suddenly, muttering and cursing as if assaulted by some unseen foe. He does not seem to notice your approach. At the sound of your voice, the old loon whirls about to face you, his wide staring eyes bulging in their sockets. He regards you for a brief moment, then returns to his raving. No, no, no! It's not you! Whew. But soon, yes, soon. Who are you talking to? The old man seems oblivious to your presence. Whew. He'll come. Yes, he'll come. And old Nestor will be waiting for you. Are you alright? No! Nestor's face turns beet red and his whole body shakes in protest. My fork! Can't leave without my fork. Whew. Fork! Your fork? Fork! Can't go home without my fork! Nestor's frenzy reaches a violent crescendo. He begins hopping up and down maniacally, then suddenly stops, lowers his head and runs headlong into a large wooden cupboard that stands against the back wall of the flophouse. The force of the impact knocks the old man flat on his back. After a few seconds, he stands back up, a dazed expression on his face. Gone. Stolen. Can't go home without my fork. Stolen, you say? Who took your fork? Nestor stares at you for a long moment, then begins rummaging through the pockets of his filthy tunic. After a few seconds, he produces what appears to be a dismembered ear. Judging by the stench and color of the ear, you'd wager that the old loon has been toting it about in his pocket for some time. You have my fork, don't you? Don't you? Whew. He holds the ear close as if speaking to it. Bring back my fork! Maybe I can help you. Waiting. Hoo. He shakes the ear violently as he shouts into it. Until you bring it back. Then I'll go home. Right. I'll try to find your fork then. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
Man, I'm gonna be helping every raised individual at this rate. Do I risk waking this creature up? Might as well try. Ah, fine, you're gonna make me commit to that path. Piece of junk. Oh, you're attacking me then. You are very patient if you're waiting until now to attack. Not that I mind, you're more experienced after all. Even if it won't make too much good in the long run, I really need to find a place to dump all my crap. I can at least have you do stuff with a quick item. There's not much you have that can go into the quick item slot. I'll let you do for now. Let's head over to Ragbreaker Square. That might give me some ideas what's going on. And what I can do. A lot more collectors in this area. That might be why. Would explain a lot. Judging by that, the area is not terribly large either.
Alright.
Best be cautious, which means running at full speed, obviously. Sharegrave's Kip. Midwife's Hut. Wonder if I have anything related to that. Well, I doubt Rackpicker's Square is going to be a marketplace of any sort. I'll have to check to see where it's all going. Who are you? As you approach the hooded, brown-robed man, you notice that he's mumbling to himself softly, and occasionally nodding. Someone comes to speak to Nod. Speak to Nod, aye. He suddenly breaks into a fit of hacking coughs, then nods to himself. What are you doing? Nothing, except looking for debtors. Nothing else. He sniffs, then gives another hacking cough. He mumbles for a moment, then speaks again. Nothing else. Need to chink. Chink, chink. What is this place? He frowns and licks his lips. Rackpicker's Square. The square, trash everywhere. Aye, everywhere. Oh dear, oh boy. Might as well see if this... Dude, I'm looking for a journal that I've lost. No, no, no. He shakes his head vigorously. No journal. He sniffs, wiping his nose with his sleeve. Do you know of a man named Farod? He looks frightened and starts to shake his head. Farod, Farod, Farod. He scratches at his head. What? What about him? He frowns, then shakes his head, as if he is not sure he should be speaking to you. Do you know where I can find him? He shakes his head, then mumbles. He glances quickly at you, then begins to murmur again to himself. It sounds like he's uttering a prayer against evil. Not here. It's square. He frowns as if unsure how to explain it. But not in the square. He shakes his head again, then coughs. Eh? He shakes his head, coughs, then resumes his nodding. Yeah, you'd ask a Quinad, aye? Nod asks a question for you, aye. Go ahead, ask your question. Nod has a sister, aye? Amaris. Amaris. Lives in the Hive, away from here, away from the square. So long ago, Nod was separated from his sister, taken away. Wait, wasn't Amaris the name of that house I went to? You've been separated from her and you'd like me to find her.
Updated my journal.
You don't know her? He shakes his head sadly for a moment, chewing his lower lips. If he sees her, if he does, tell her Nod, her brother, worries about her. Aye, he does. He worries. Why don't you go find her? No! Nod covers his head with his arms, mumbling to himself. Nod can't speak right now no more. He can't. Nay, and he smells the corpses in the dirt of the square. Rackbricker Square. No! The odd outburst sends him into a fit of hacking coughs. What happened to you, Nod? Nod sniffs, looking at the ground quietly. Finally, he begins nodding to himself, speaking softly. Nod was young, aye, he was, and started hearing voices, telling him, Nod, do this, do that. Bad things. Bad, like chewing on Nod's fingers. He holds his hand to his face, and you can see old bite scars beneath the caked-on filth. Go on. So Nod's parents takes him away. They does. Push him in a dark place, a winged tower, where they poke needles and hooks in Nod's head. Voices stop by, they do, but Nod can't think right, can't talk right. Nod escapes the place, he does. Wakes up in Hive, aye. Where is this winged tower? Dunno. Bad place. Bad. He shakes his head violently, clutching at his temples before resuming his usual nodding. Go on with your story. Nod wakes up. His collector's eye. Collector's poking at Nod, saying, Look, not a debtor. Debtor he's not. Take him, send back. Takes him. And they takes Nod's back, they does. Back to the square. So long. Years. Long years ago. Alright, I'll find your sister for you. Nod thanks you, he does. Nod thanks you. Amaris was pretty. So pretty. Lives in the Hive now. Fair skin she was. Hair like jet and always in blue. Blue she was. Always... she was always in blue.
Updated
okay,
my journal.
Always in blue? Probably not what I'm looking for then. Oh dear. So much to do. So little time.